equipment and get set up before investigating. Got the intel. Looks like this is going to be a tough one. We've had reports of violence, and it looks like they left in a hurry.
What is up? Sorry, folks. Once I turned on the headset, it switched the microphone to the headset. So we should be going now. I still need to do a sound check. That's what I just did, and of course found that there was no sound. So I'll be reading a story from Creepypasta called "Don't Let Them In." It's about a 13-minute read, and I'll probably find another one to read after that. This is the only one that I screened beforehand, just to make sure it wasn't too crazy. Pretty highly rated one too, so hopefully it's pretty good for everybody. But
I'm pretty sure this is my room.
What?
I'm pretty sure this is my room.
Would you
this one or this one? Cause
well, the temperature was dropping when you went into that other one. You want to turn on lights too, so your sanity doesn't drain. You don't have sanity meds right now, so but yeah, just prestige. So she's starting out with nothing. Yeah, that's should be the one there. I might need to switch it to make them switch the rooms less, because that could get frustrating. I can even change it to have them not change their room at all. Where are you?
Folded here in the
Old here in Willow.
I forgot about Spirit Box. I can't hear the game, so I don't know what. She's the only one with the headset on. I decided not to use a headset if I'm gonna read. I need to go do sound check real quick though. I'll be right back.
First try.
What? Oh. Stuck the landing. Whoa. Okay, so you find anything?
Spirit box.
Oh yeah. Alright.
Can't pick it up.
So, don't let them in. If y'all want to follow along on the creepypasta site, that is the story.
That's so bad.
The dots.
Yeah, because it like moved on the thing. Ah.
I guess I should do a disclaimer on this too. This says if if anybody is triggered by child abuse and drug abuse, alcoholism, what else we got in here? Mental illness. If you're triggered by any of those things, maybe this isn't the story to listen to.
It turned off my light, closed my door completely, and it vented.
Yep.
That's good enough.
Yeah, after this match right here, I'll take off the Whoa.
What the heck?
Stand up.
Ah!
Something's going on with
I caught something.
orbs. Wubbies.
It might be a mimic.
Could be. Alright, you ready, Penny?
Yeah.
Get into the story, and it's probably gonna be hard to playing to pay attention, but I can't play while I'm doing it. See if I got good reading chops here. This is kind of awkward in my setup. I'm not at a desk, so it's all right. I need ad blocker on this laptop too. There's too many ads everywhere. It's very busy. All right. Don't Let Them In. Written by Maddie Kate, aka the Coney Island Queen. Addiction took our mother slowly, rocked her through it, and sung her to sleep. Sunk deep into the mattress on her bed.
Ah! Wait.
What?
I left the house with this thing and the fingers moved. Does that mean it's gonna hunt me?
I don't know. Maybe it heard me talking. It moved it after you left the house?
Yeah, how come I just left the doorway?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. You have to make wishes to that thing. Your sanity's still good. Alright, here we go. When her back teeth fell out, she left them on the side of the bathtub. I was 7, and I kept them in a matchbox. The missing pieces of her kept safe so that she wouldn't be lost forever. So maybe one day we could put her back together. Our house fell around us, and we tried our best to raise ourselves. The ceilings had water damage, the bottom stairs had dry rot, and in the winters, the radiators bled rust. But it was still our house, and Annie made it home. Annie made it a home. Wow. Nice. They're gonna put the mom back together if she falls apart, I guess. Nice. Good start. Good intro. My sister Annie bothered. My sister Annie mothered me with lopsided band-aids on bruise. Oh, this must be the older sister. Acting as the mom because the mom's so messed up. She told me ghost stories and didn't mind when I crawled into her bed later on, too scared to sleep alone. She taught me to dance, barefoot on the living room carpet. That was a weird place for a comma. She taught me to dance. That was like no comma. She taught me to dance barefoot on the living room carpet. That's how it should be. Music channel on full volume on the TV, shaking our pre-adolescent hips. She always let me shower first so that I could enjoy the hot water, and never complained when she had to make do with the cold. She brushed my hair every day before school, even when I screamed and hit her when she caught the tangles. Annie was dark-haired like her father, whoever he had been, but I was blonde. Annie was desperate to be blonde too, like Marilyn Monroe, like Mom. I think she thought it would make them closer, remind Mom less of her dad. I'd give anything for her to have her hands in my hair one more time, even if it hurt. She moved to New York when I turned 18 and never came... Wait. What? She moved to New York when I turned 18 and never came back. I still dream about her sometimes. Well, that's sad. Keeping up with our mother was impossible, and we learned from a young age that we would always be left behind. It didn't make it any easier. When she was drinking light, She was radiant and would wake us up at 3 a.m. with pancakes dripping in cherry syrup. Sometimes when the weather was right and she'd had enough being drunk alone, she would call our school up and tell them we had both come down with some summer sickness, and we would drive to the beach instead. I remember being 9 years old in the backseat of the car, coming home after one of our ocean days, sucking the salt from my fingers. Well, that's weird.
What?
Does somebody do that? Okay, alright, sorry for the outburst. Sucking the salt from my fingers. Annie had just dyed her hair blonde. Her best friend Jane helping her bend over our kitchen sink. From behind, I couldn't tell who was the mother and who was the daughter. Radio up and windows down, blowing the sky inside. I don't know what that means. When she was drinking heavily, she'd be out all night, hair piled up like a beauty queen, eyes glazed over and ringed with glitter and black. Sometimes she'd be gone a day or two. She would never give us advance notice. One day, we'd just wake up to an empty house with the fridge packed full and a post-it note on its door, complete with a smear of Mom's lipstick in the outline of a kiss, telling us she'd be back soon. Sometimes she'd bring guys home, filling the table with beer cans and ashtrays, smoke up to the ceiling. Mom lost in the haze. We'd sleep with pillows over our heads, trying to drown out the music they would blast all night, and wake up to strangers at our kitchen table in the morning, asking us where we kept the coffee. What you got, Penny?
Nothing. I
Oh,
have orbs, spirit box, and I'm trying to get freezing, but it's not.
Just not getting there. Have you, wait, what just happened?
Dang it. You're just in my breaker. The breaker's in the basement.
What, did you check off the evidence on your candidates?
Yeah.
Has it been hitting the lights off much?
No, but it just did.
It's more than likely not going to be a mare, I don't think.
It hit out my lights once, and then
Yeah.
it just hit the breaker.
Yeah, it didn't. Mare would probably be turning out the lights a lot more. Are the other lights on?
No.
Through the house?
They're all.
Well, right now they're off. Yeah, I don't think it's a mare. Alright, here we go. Has it been touching the doors or anything?
It closed it earlier, but I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't have my UV.
Okay. When Mom drank too little, she fell apart. She wouldn't buy food, and the refrigerator went bare. She would chain smoke, leaving cigarette burns on the wallpaper up by the stairs like the walls were sick and decaying. She barely slept, walking around with blue half moons under her eyes, knuckles raw. She would scream at the slightest thing. I remember once when I spilled a glass of juice on the couch. She looked over at me with dead eyes and dragged me off onto the carpet, and then took every single cushion off the couch and into the backyard and set them on fire.
Oh. Freezing. Wait, was that freezing? It was.
That's
freezing.
pretty. Was it?
It looked like it.
It might have been.
I mean, nothing else is happening. Oh, is it freezing?
Wow. I like that last line here. Where was
So
I?
cushions on fire.
Annie went to watch a while from the window and then sat next to me on the floor, backs pressed against the skeleton of the seats, head resting in the crater of my collarbones. It was the worst when Mom drank too much. She'd laugh too loudly and too long at anything and everything until her mouth started to shake and began to cry into her cereal at the breakfast table. Annie shut down when Mom was like this, going somewhere deep inside herself where no one could hurt her. She'd stay up until the morning watching old black and white movies on TV, whispering the lines she knew by heart like prayers.
I got a photo camera and $250.
Oh, you won?
Nope.
Oh.
I guessed the wrong one.
Oh, she guessed, folks.
But I still got money.
That's good.
Kind of.
That's good. She got a few bucks. Got a few shekels. Wait,
I got a photo camera.
I lost where I was in the story. Yeah. Here, let me change this. Hold on, folks. 1 second. Back to the story in a second. I gotta figure out where it actually was. We're gonna change this for Penny's sake to not be able to, or we'll put it to low so we don't. Yeah, that'll work. Still getting 4. Or you know what? That didn't really affect it too much, actually. Yeah, let's go to none. We're not doing no evidence or anything, so it doesn't matter. There we go. That'll make it a little easier. And luckily, it didn't move rooms on that last one, so. Okay, I think I left off with, she'd stay up until the morning watching old black and white movies on TV, whispering the lines she knew. Or did I finish them? No, never mind. I'm bad at remembering what I read. Stay up until the morning watching old black and white movies on TV, whispering the lines she knew by heart like prayers. When I was 5 years old, I'd cry when I'd find Mom passed out on her bed. Sure, she would never wake up. Sure, okay. Annie would wipe my tears and tell me she was only sleeping, like the princess in my storybook. We'd sit on Mom's bed together and wait for her to wake up. When we were older, this is so sad.
Oh, I have a music box. I
Yep.
don't understand. Who's Annie?
Annie's
Who
the
are we?
sister. Huh?
Like what sister? Like older or younger?
She's the older sister. Annie's the older sister, and who would kind of take care of her whenever Mom was too drunk or messed up on drugs or whatnot.
This is my room.
What?
It just threw this at me.
Nice. Alright. Where am I at? Okay. We'd sit on Mom's bed together and wait for her to wake up. When we were older, I was the one who would pick Mom up off the bathroom floor again and again, and Annie would put her to bed, smoothing her hair off her face, wiping the vomit from her mouth, and changing her clothes if she'd pissed herself. Nice. Watching them then, there was no doubt that Annie was the mother now. The other mother. It was October, and I was 13. Annie, 16. It was a Wednesday night, and Mom had been gone for 2 days. She'd call us that morning from a payphone, voice slurring, telling us she was having the best time with all her new friends, and that she hoped we were doing fine. When she asked me if I was having a good birthday, I hung up on her. My birthday had been the day before. Annie had given me a pile of presents, strawberry lip gloss and glittery nail polishes. I didn't ask where she'd gotten the money for them. I didn't care. We had taken the bus to the beach with Jane and ate the birthday cake she had made for me, sand getting into the frosting. Yum. It tasted like sweetness in the sea, and I savored every bite and scrape of sugar.
Like eating sand.
I don't. Well, I added the yum. So yeah, I don't know. Against my it tasted like sweetness in the sea, and I savored every bite and scrape of sugar against my teeth.
Stop throwing things. Where are you?
Uh-oh. Perfect music. Florida? No way.
Stop it!
Throwing a lot of stuff, huh?
Yes.
You don't have it on. Alright, well, twins will be in EMF 5. I need to stop losing my position. There we go. We watched the sun go down.
Where are you? Sorry.
Is that the room?
Yes.
We watched the sun go down, Annie snapping grainy photos on her Nokia, and I blew out my candles, wishing over and over that Mom wouldn't come home, that she'd stay gone this time.
Oh.
Yeah. But that Wednesday night, Annie and I weren't speaking Anger hung heavy between us. Wait, wait. Why are they mad? Why is she mad at Annie? Did I miss something?
Something's chasing me. Something's chasing me.
For real?
Something was. It was like
It's not
hot
hunting.
music. It was like
Corbies.
music, and it was like making me dizzy on my screen.
Oh, just an event. I'm so confused though. Why are these two mad at each other? I know you're locked into that. I don't know why they're mad at each other. Just because she wished that Mom would stay gone, maybe? I don't know. But that Wednesday night, Annie and I weren't speaking. Anger hung heavy between us, seeping through the floorboards. It began when she tripped at the bottom of the stairs. We'd both laughed, Annie throwing her head back, the gap between her front teeth catching the light. When I'd bent to pick her up, I felt her breath warm against the freckles on my cheeks. I let go of her arms, and she fell again, hitting the floor and grinning, shaking her hair from her face.
It
Her-
keeps just blew up my light, and then it keeps venting.
Check the
on
light
me.
switch.
They broke my thing.
Check the breaker.
It's on.
Oh, it broke the light, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mere activity. Where was I?
Ah! It just threw a block into the forest.
And you haven't gotten EMF 5?
No, I don't got anything.
Arr.
And my sanity's already at 69.
I'm trying to inspire Penny here to write more stories. She is a young writer. She's quite good. She doesn't write a whole lot, though. Her best story, in my opinion, was one called The Farting Robot. Maybe I'll read that on stream. Is that even here?
Yeah, it's in my room. I counted, and I think I have.
I'll read that one
7
next.
stories.
I'm gonna read her. Can I read your story after this one?
Yeah.
Think it's what? What do you got?
Twins. Twins are
Well,
you joking?
Wait for it to throw stuff again, and then get an EMF reading on it. Twins would be EMF 5.
Oh, we don't have a lighter. No.
Nope. We're gonna build back up. She shaking her hair. Her breath was heavy with whiskey. I couldn't start picking her up. Wait, I couldn't start
Did
picking
it move?
No, it can't. I changed it, remember?
Oh, but it went way up to 59, and it was just at 41.
Maybe that's not the room.
It was the room, because it's been throwing things in this
Yeah, but
area.
that doesn't mean that that's the room.
I know, but it was almost at, halfway
Check
at
that tent.
41 and 32.
Oh, well there, it's dropping. It's, check the EMF. Nope. No 5. Did that jump up to 4?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I couldn't start picking her up too. That makes no sense. Not to me. I couldn't start picking her up too. Couldn't watch her fall again and again. Just like Mom, I knew she would never get back up. I'd stared down at her, blonde hair hanging over her eyes, and all I could see was our mother. Then I was running, feet slamming the hallway like heartbeats turned loose. I'd run for the kitchen and tipped every bottle we had down the sink, shoving Annie back as she fought to stop me, catching liquor on her fingers as it fell. She grabbed my shoulders and made me drop the very last bottle. It smashed between us on the floor, glass shards shining like we had dragged the stars out of the sky and broken them, like pieces we could never put back. Outside through the open windows,
Sorry, you hissed at me.
the sky turned pale gold. The clouds a mess of pink and cream smeared across the horizon. I cried then, watching my sister on her knees picking up the pieces. That was Annie always trying to fix things when it was too late. So Annie is now an alcoholic as well, I guess. Followed in her mother's footsteps. It got you?
Yeah.
You got this.
It wasn't giving me anything.
You're still getting rewarded. Shoot. I mean, you could do the challenge.
Oh, no.
That gives you more tier 1, more equipment. But there's no, you don't have power, so your sanity drains faster. The smell of food dragged me from my room, my stomach turning traitor inside my ribcage. Annie was cooking pasta, real food, not made in the microwave. She'd set the table. Tammy Wynette singing softly from the CD player. I don't even know who that is. Annie gently swaying her hips as she stirred the tomato sauce, rich and warm. As we ate in silence, I forgave her more with every bite. Mom never cooked dinner, never remembered my favorite had been spaghetti since I was a kid, and never stayed sober long enough to sit up at a table. Annie wasn't Mom. We were washing the dishes when we first heard it. A moth was crawling down the inside of the pane, and I cracked the window to let it out into the dark.
How can you hear that?
From the back... What?
A moth.
Yeah, that... I don't know. Moths aren't particularly loud. Maybe it's a June bug. From the backyard came a faint sound. I tilted my head to listen as it was coming from far off. Crying. I figured it was Mika, the 2-year-old next door, having a tantrum loud enough for us to catch, or maybe even Lucky Strike, the cat that belonged to the junkies down the street, begging for food like he sometimes did. I always wanted to feed him when he came around, winding over my ankles, but Annie always stopped me, saying once you start giving, they never stop taking. Looking back, I don't think she was talking about the cat. Annie flipped the Christmas lights strung up around the porch, and we sat on the plastic beach chairs watching the skies. When we were little, we'd sit outside, and Annie would tell me the names of all the constellations and the stories of how they came up to be hung in the night sky. I had to grow up before I realized she made them all up as she went along. It was a game we still like to play now, making up ridiculous stories for the shapes we could pick out.
Are you joking?
Yes. That one there is the Coors Light. It got there when God dropped it out of his convertible window and never picked it up, she said, nodding sagely and hiding her smile. Of course, I said, waving my hands and pointing up.
Where are you?
Lines. Right next to the ashtray, left there by angels on the smoke break. How old are you? Are you friendly? Where are you? Is that the room for sure?
It was dropping.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they say, if you wish on it, all your dreams will come true, said Annie with a grin. Then she stopped laughing and her voice grew quiet, face tilted up to all those dead stars. Let's wish, Emmy, let's wish. So we did. The sound of wailing interrupted us. It was closer this time. Definitely human. We turned to one another in confusion. Annie shrugged, and I squinted into the black. It sounded like a baby, lost, tired, and alone.
How did they know that?
I don't know. It must be Mika,
No, where's my breaker?
I said, slowly getting to my feet. Maybe he walked around the back. Do you want to call Connie and tell her we'll bring him over? Annie didn't reply. I sighed and rolled my eyes. Okay, I guess I'll do everything then. I stepped off the porch, grass soft against my heels. The air smelled like it might rain, fresh and clean and growing. A promise unfulfilled. Em? Annie's voice was strained. I turned to her with a smile. It died on my face when I saw the look on her own. Em, get inside now. She was staring out into the dark, past me, and opening the door with one hand behind her, fingers fumbling on the latch. I froze, barefoot, in the dirt. I'd glimpsed what she was looking at. In the bushes by the back fence, someone was crouching with their knees tucked up neatly under his chin, and his arms wrapped around his legs. His mouth was agape, softly opening and closing as he cried, like a child lost in the dark. No, not like a child, more like someone pretending, mimicking the sound under cover of darkness. Suddenly, they straightened their back, snapping upright, face still obscured by shadow. They were tall and slim, extraordinarily thin by the human standards. Panic made me move, carried forward by animal instincts left over from a time when people still lived in nature. I was faster than Annie, dragging her inside and slamming the door behind us, hearing it bounce on its hinges as I locked it. We watched as the person slowly approached the house with long, deliberate strides. Annie reached for my hand, holding me tight, and turned me to face her, holding my shoulders. "Don't turn around, Emmy. Don't turn around." Instinctively, I started looking over my shoulder into the gloom. Annie grabbed my face hard and shook her head. Wait, what? Annie grabbed my face hard and shook her head. Shook my head, I guess is what it meant. Wait, no, she shook her head like, no. I knew then she was serious. Her voice cracked, and she cleared her throat, gripping my hand tight enough to hurt, nails digging in, grounding herself. I looked down at her interlocked fingers, both of us born of the same bones. "I'm going to call the cops, and everything is going to be..." Her voice faltered, stuttering. Tears spilled over her lashes. Annie never cried. "Your phone's on the porch," she whispered, and bile crawled its way up to my throat. Her phone was upstairs charging. A soft tap, tap, tapping filled the silence.
Are they in the house?
Yeah, they're in the house. Annie turned wide-eyed to the window. It was the sound of someone's forehead, slowly and repeatedly bumping against the glass. Then the blows accelerated, gaining in both speed and strength, skin meeting glass until they were slamming into the window hard enough to shake the panes. A moment later, the tapping stopped, and I was about to ask Annie if I could look now. Whoa, just my way.
Where are you?
How old are you? Are you friendly?
Ah! It did this thing. I hit my light.
Forget, it's probably going to sound really weird with me reading this. I don't have the headset on, so like I'm reading the story. I don't know what she's hearing, so she'll suddenly scream. I probably should have the headset on, so I know when to shut up. Because I can't see what she's doing. I'm looking at the computer.
Where are you? Bah! Sorry, just open the door.
That's alright. Freezing!
Mimic, it's not a mimic. Because it got at a ghost door, but it got freaking.
So I wonder in this story what this thing is, this monster is. This humanoid figure that mimics a baby crying.
You're always the one that closes and opens doors, right?
We gotta remember too, mimics have freezing in there.
Oh, I thought it was Spirit Box, UV, and
Take off the
Spirit
orb.
Oh.
But that's still a small chance that it's a mimic, so you would need UV and Spirit Box. But you didn't get a Spirit Box response?
No.
So you're probably good then. Okay. You ready? I'm gonna start back a little bit. A moment later, the tapping stopped, and I was about to ask Annie if I could look now, when she screamed, followed by the sound of cracking glass and an extreme crash. What did I say extreme? And a tremendous crash. Whoever was in our yard had just smashed their face hard enough into the window to shatter it.
What? That's why I just turned this light on.
Well, they can turn them off.
Where are you?
The far-reaching.
Ah!
Mimic's still on the table. This is not good.
I think we got it.
Oh, did you? What all you got?
Orb, freezing, spirit box.
Yeah, but I'm saying a mimic could still be on the table. You know what I'm saying? You can run with it. Run with it. You can get the points. I was just letting you know that's still you'd have to get UV evidence, so it needs to turn off a light or close a door or something, which is kind of a tall ask. Is the breaker blown?
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
The UV on it. Get out of there. Let's just get out of there. Call it a victory. And then after you get out of there, go get your farting robot story.
Oh, okay.
I just need to be able to read your writing.
Yeah, when I write stories, I write really fast, and it doesn't really make sense sometimes.
So she might have to clarify her own story. I'm gonna read it, but
like, it's not bad. It's like the E sometimes look like a Z because I'm like.
I don't know. It's the story hour. We've seen ghost orbs. Sorry, that's probably super loud. The microphone's kind of turned up.
What? Dang it!
Man, it's my fault. You were kind of wanting to explore more. I told you to get out of there. Doggone mimics. Let's run Willow back. I'm gonna finish the story in just a second. Sure, y'all are on the edges of your seats. I like this concept of playing the game and reading, but it could be a one and done. We'll see. I don't know. Did you get it? But yeah, I think it's a solid concept. I just Blood Moon.
Oh no.
You ready?
Yeah.
Here you go. Alright, I'm gonna finish up the story. I'm gonna move back a little bit. A moment later, the tapping stopped. JJ, stop it. And I was about to ask Annie if I could look now, when she screamed, followed by the sound of cracking glass and a tremendous crash. Whoever was in our yard had just smashed their head hard enough into the window to shatter it. We ran up the stairs, 2 steps at a time, skipping the rotted ones out of habit. I turned to look behind me once, and Annie yanked my face back before I could see. The sound of glass breaking echoed behind us as we made it to the bathroom and locked the door. A weak, mewling cry, like that of an infant, calling for its mother, filled the hallway, trapped between the walls and entryways. Jeez.
Better not be the basement.
What?
Better not be the basement.
It usually is on Willow, I think. And Annie threw her back against the door, feet jammed up against the bathtub, clutching a knife she had grabbed from the kitchen. I joined her, shoulder to shoulder, and did the same. Slow footsteps started on the stairs, calculated and casual. The crying took on a mocking quality, resembling laughter, arriving in short, shrill bursts of sound, followed by high-pitched giggling, and then silence, only to start again a moment later. The first door on the upstairs floor was my bedroom, and when we heard the distinct sound
Poopy water.
when we heard the distinct sound of it slamming open. They were looking for us. Maddie! Maddie! Quit! She's deaf. She can't hear me. Okay. Distractions. That's why this is more of a late night concept, I think. The first door on the upstairs floor was on my bedroom, and we heard the distinct sound of it slamming open. Slamming open? Like slamming against the wall, maybe? I don't know. They were looking for us. What the F is going on? I asked Annie. Ooh, you watch your language, young lady. Not even bothering to brush away the tears that I couldn't keep from falling. I watched my sister pick herself up off the floor and brace her hands on the door as we heard the sound of a second door slamming open. Mom's room. The next room on the hallway was the bathroom. Uh-oh.
Stop! Man.
Annie pulled me to my feet and handed me the knife. I shook my head and pushed it back to her, terrified of what would happen if I had to use it. Annie shoved me and pressed the knife into my hands, thumb pressing hard enough along the edge to draw blood. I watched a winding road of crimson rivulets cascading down her wrist. No. Because it's cold outside.
But it was...
No, it's not. It's not your room. I highly doubt it. It just evented in there.
Yeah, but I was sitting there and it was going down.
But it wasn't just a second ago. It might have gone down temporarily because it evented in there. Because it was like 50-something degrees outside. You might be right. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it, though. Oh, we need sanity meds. That might be your room right there. Yeah! Nice. Alright. Turn that. I don't have your spirit box.
Oh!
Alright.
Was this singing Ring Around the Rosie? Yeah, it's singing Ring Around the Rosie.
Alright, so it's not a shade. Alright, get out of there or turn the light on or something. That's not a good reading.
What's not a good reading?
If an event isn't going to give you an accurate read, so you can't really write off EMF5. Okay, here we go. What the F is going on? I asked Annie, not even bothering to brush away the tears. Wait, I've gotten through all this.
I moved this.
Finally, I took it from her. The knife is what she's talking about. I took the knife from her. Why can't I go down? Oh no. Gosh dang.
Singing Ring Around the Rosie.
Crap, it's buffering.
Hello.
Such a bad story. It's a fine story. I'm just not doing a very good job.
Father.
What? What's up? How you doing?
Patricia. Wow.
Appreciate it. I'm sure it's not because of my storytelling skills. It's a new concept, trying this. I like the idea of playing, and I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing, Penny?
Fine.
But yeah, I like the concept of reading stories while playing. Of course, I can't play and read stories at the same time, so Penny's having to carry the weight of that. But it seemed like a fun concept to do with the kids. Keeps the pressure off me.
Dang it.
Yeah, you pooped in the sink. Nice. What do I do? I work for the city. It's it kind of stinks. I want to be doing this full time, but unfortunately, it's not really the cards.
Where are you?
Ooh, quit spinning.
Sorry, I was trying to get right here.
How old are you? Are you friendly?
An elderly.
An
Ooh,
elderly.
She's elderly. Sounded like I was asking that. Working for the city. It's not fun. It sucks. That's what I'm trying to say. Sucks. Working for the city. I thought it would bring me more joy, but it does not. This brings me joy, doing this. Especially when I get to do it with, when I get to stream with the
Where's my
kids
camera?
like this. It's real fun. I hope it's as fun for them as it is for me.
Where did I put my camera?
Alright, I'm going to finish reading this story real fast and then I'll...
Ah! It keeps talking me at spirit books. Oh, there it is. Doing my camera in the bathtub. Oh!
I'm not sure if I know what that means. SMTH. Something?
It just threw my camera in the tub and then back at me.
Well, it's about to murder you in the dark.
Well, it broke
What's
my
the
light.
EMF?
Nothing. Oh,
Not 5.
3.
So you can possibly cross it off. Yeah, what's up? Was that freezing?
No.
Oh. Does it have something to do with,
Oh my gosh, it just landed.
well, I'll let you tell me and then we'll go from there. Well, at the moment, not really looking for anybody to do any design work for me. As you saw, I don't have a lot of subs, so I don't make a lot of money off of this. I make no money, actually. Hey, Maddie. But if you would like, you can look at my in my channel description. You can find my Discord, and you can friend me on there. And if you'd like to send me what you got, you're what can make me monetize? I can't monetize until I hit a certain sub count.
I may be.
Let me finish this. I'm gonna finish reading this story real fast, and then I'll catch up with you here.
It might be a mimic again.
Why you say that?
Because I have Ghost Orb and Spirit Box. And Mimic needs Spirit Box. And I haven't tested for UV yet. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Something. You have no place to hide.
Help.
I can't. It's too late. Did you guess anything?
No.
Crapola. That was the blood moon. Alright, I'm gonna finish reading this story. Something slammed against the wall that Mom's room shared with the bathroom. A high-pitched howl followed. I held... Ooh, Cormos. I held my breath and felt my heart beating frantically in the base of my throat. I'm gonna get my phone from my room, my sister said. I shook my head dramatically in protest. Before I could say a word, Annie clamped a hand over my mouth. I could taste the blood on her hand. She's tasting weird. Salty and sweet, she said. What a weirdo. Like birthday cake by the ocean.
What?
Yes, I'm gonna get the phone, and I'm going to call the cops. We're going to be okay.
I got $8.
I shook my head again. Hey, $8 better than no $. I'm gonna get the phone from my room, my sister said. I shook my head dramatically in protest. Before I could say a word, Annie clamped a hand over... I just read all that. It's your fault.
What?
Yes, I'm gonna get the phone, and I'm gonna call the cops, and we're going to be okay.
No, it's cold outside.
Yeah, it's fine. I shook my head again. It's the only way, Annie insisted. When I go, I need you to lock the door, and I don't want you to open it for anything or anyone. Not for me, not for anyone. You promise me? I shook my head, and Annie pressed her hand against my mouth, pushing my teeth against my lips so forcefully it made my eyes water. Promise me, Em. Something smashed in the room next door. Annie brushed the hair from my face and gently tucked it behind my ear. Promise, she mouthed, and unlocked the door as... That's not fair to do that, she mouthed. Okay. And unlock the door as slowly as possible. The bolt scraping gently. I watched the curve of her shoulder disappear into the darkened hall, like the moon in eclipse. And then she was gone. I couldn't move or breathe for a second. And then I slammed the bolt shut just as something bounced off the outside of the door. A high-pitched scream ensued, followed by the handle rattling up and down hard enough to pop a screw loose. I watched it roll toward me on the tiles, and then everything went still.
What was that? Dad, stop slamming doors, please.
I sat with my back to the door, holding the knife and wishing I was holding Annie's hand instead. The silence continued. For a moment, the only sound was that of my breath slowly filling the room. A voice broke the illusion of solitude. Em? A familiar voice came through the door. It's not her,
It just lit my
is it?
candle.
Nice. It's not Onryo. A familiar voice came through the door. Em? Oh, startled, I gripped the knife even more firmly than before. Honey, what's going on?
Who said that?
Either the mimic mimicking Annie or it mimicking Mom, but I think it's Annie. I think it's the mimic. Oh, wait. Mom? My voice cracked. Mama, is that you? I wrapped my arms around myself to keep from shaking. Sweetie, it's okay. Just open the door. It's okay. Just let me in. The handle rattled again, gentler this time. Just let me in. It's all okay. She banged impatiently on the door, and I took my handle of the bolt. Honey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I missed your birthday. I'm sorry. I'm such a terrible mother.
Is this my room?
Please. Her voice broke, and she started to cry. Just let me in, baby. I'm so sorry. I screwed my eyes shut. What?
What?
I screwed my eyes shut.
Joke's on you, Ghosty. I have us all.
That's a weird
You.
way to phrase that. It's throwing stuff down there?
No, it's just going down. Kind of, it was.
Well, I'm not after an artist right now. If you're wanting to be paid, I would probably pursue. I appreciate the subscription. It's very much appreciated. If I become something later in the future, then that can be discussed. I would probably, if you're looking to be paid, I would set your sights on somebody at least a little bit bigger than my channel. If you're looking to make a career in that way. That's cool. The entrepreneurship is respected. I just can't get into that right now. I understand the value that it has for my channel. I just can't do it. I have to figure out how to do all that stuff myself, or I'll make my kids do it.
Oh. Where are you?
In a close-knit.
I hope you're able to stay subscribed, because usually when I've had people market for their stuff, they usually sub for a second and then they leave. Has been my experience. But you can still link up in my Discord, and we can still chat. I can look at your work and then keep you down as a potential candidate for the future. That's kind of the way that I like to do it.
Patricia again.
I appreciate that. I've had the same type of stuff, and I appreciate people being motivated to get work and things, but oftentimes people will sub and then ask me what you're asking, and then I'll say I can't do it, respectfully, of course, and then they'll unsubscribe and never speak to me again.
Was Patricia the one that, like, did I find that name? Did I see that name this round or last round?
I don't know.
Stop! Stop! Where are you? Stop!
I've been reading stories. Are you gonna recite your farting robot, or am I gonna do it?
You can do it.
Okay. You need to lock in and get some wins, girl.
Well, it keeps. It's not it keeps like not giving me anything, and then it kills me. I mean, unalives me.
You gotta stay out of the dark as much as possible. That'll drain your sanity quicker. Oh, did you hear that?
Yep.
Okay. I screwed my eyes shut, even though that's a weird thing to say. She sounded so sad and so lost. I just wanted her to hold me as like she did when I was a kid. When I'd come home, when wait, what? When I'd come in with a scraped knee after falling off the swings. Maybe this time she meant it. Perhaps it would all be okay. My hand found its way to the bolt again. My sister's voice came through the door, warm and gentle. Yeah, Emily, let us in. It's all okay. My hand froze on the bolt, and I tightened my grip on my weapon. Annie never called me by my full name. A hand banged on the door, handle rattling. Emily, let us in. Annie's voice became low and guttural, followed by the same shrill
Stop turning
giggles
my light off.
from before. Mom spoke now, pleading and crying, her voice growing louder and louder. Let us in, let us in, let us in. She shouted over and over again, punctuated by her fist on the door. I thought about bedtime stories and all the demons and monsters we pray never crawl out from under our beds. That's not my sister, and you're not my mother. I screamed through the door. Hand over my head, I climbed into the bathtub, curled into the fetal position, and clutched the knife to my chest. I didn't know what it was outside that door, but I knew it wasn't Annie. It wasn't the voice that scolded me whenever I changed the TV channel, the one that sang me happy birthday, the one that told me I was smart even when I got bad grades, the one that read me stories about princesses that never wake up. It wasn't human. Bangs and yells came from downstairs, followed by the footsteps of people running. A low guttural howl ripped through the house, filling the room until I felt like I was drowning in the sound. And then the door was kicked in. I screamed, covered my eyes, and waited to die. A moment later, arms found me, lifted me from the tub, and carried me from the room. I looked at the outside of the door as I was taken downstairs. Its exterior was covered in long, scraping claw marks stretching to the floor. I found the hallway covered in the soft, downy remains of torn-up pillows, making it appear as it had snowed indoors.
There's like talking on the... There was just like a lot of talking.
What? A lot of talking.
Yeah.
Is it the alarm clock? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Where were they? I watched the tiny feathers drift slowly as men in uniforms checked each of the rooms that looked like they had been ripped apart by something feral. Outside, police cars and an ambulance waited in our driveway, and there in the middle of it all was Annie, bathed in blue and red light, and glowing in the dark like a neon angel. I threw myself from the officer's shoulders and ran to her. Then I held us both together, broken pieces and all, standing under all those constellations we concocted. Muffled screaming came from the ambulance, which rocked occasionally. Annie gently turned my head away, smiling so sadly it made my chest ache. I understood.
So what happened to the mom?
I don't know. It turns out there was no demon, no wild animal, or bad men were trying to break in. It was just Mom, out of her mind on booze, drugs, and everything in between. Coming to the end of a week-long binge, something had finally broken inside her head, and this time we couldn't put her back together, no matter how hard we tried. Sometimes you fall one last time and then never get back up. Annie had seen her rail-thin frame in the garden, blood dribbling from her mouth, track marks bulging on her forearms like unmapped roads. Desperate for one more hit, one more fix, she'd searched the kitchen for all the alcohol I'd thrown away, and when she hadn't found any, she went hunting for the stash hidden in the bathroom. She hadn't wanted me, just the drugs on the other side of the door. She'd been so high she was able to mimic Annie's voice nearly perfectly. The real monsters are the ones that eat you alive slowly, the kind that comes in a bottle or a needle, or at the end of a long list of reasons why you can't get out of bed in the morning. Sometimes the monsters are the ones that raise you, or love you the most, but it's up to you to let them in. The end. It's a happy ending, huh?
Not really.
Come on. This is a lovely ending. It was just a drugged out mom that was somehow a very tall man that could talk like a baby. power of drugs. Drug addiction, I should say. Alright.
Freezing.
Farting robot.
Yes.
I'm gonna take a little break. Have some coffee.
Wait, I think that was freezing.
Nope.
It went to 32.
Yeah, that's always the thing that's really exciting to get is the tier 2 thermometer. After dealing with tier 1 for so long. It's such a bummer. I still need to beat the back rooms too. I'll be day 4 stuck in the back rooms. What have you gotten any evidence?
Spear box.
Dotties?
Sorry. That must be really loud on the mic.
Probably. I should probably almost turn it down. I'll do a sound check.
I did not mean to do that.
It's okay. Dotties? Alright. Too bad we don't have salt.
It looked like it was walking.
I don't know if they run faster in the dots or they run. Hey, I don't know. UV is tough to get. I would definitely close the doors around if you're trying to get UV. Why'd you take Wraith off?
I don't know.
So if they open the doors, then you can check UV on those. It's unfortunate with salt, like when you don't have salt, it's kind of tricky. Huh? We're live, but I'm done with the story with this story.
I was gonna put those in when you are done.
You can put them in. Yeah, it's fine. It'll sound a little bit like we're streaming out of a laundromat, but that's okay. It's a common thing. Maybe I'll change it to I'll change the channel name to the laundromat. That could be funny.
I didn't even catch it.
No, it's gonna be hard to catch it because the dots are so tiny. Oh, UV. Check UV. You got 120 seconds. You're good.
What? Yeah!
Yeah! We did it!
No, don't harm me, please, don't harm me. Don't harm me, please.
It's a Christmas miracle. Yes.
Watch it be like the mimic.
No way.
Something snuffed out the flame.
Ooh, snuffy. Alright, let me see your story. The Farting Robot by Penelope.
Yay! I have a sound recorder and a parabolic microphone.
Boo! We need cooler stuff. The old lady. The bad dream.
I have way better stories than the farting robot.
You do?
Yeah.
Which one?
The ones that are past those.
Are you sure?
Yeah, this one's like
I've read some of the. I just like the farting robot.
Cinderella. This one's fine.
Is there anything else going on in the chat while I was reading?
No.
Check.
This one's probably not that good. And then the Lawnmower Man. I like the Lawnmower Man. It has weird lines in it.
It has what?
Like weird lines in it. And then I like Halloween, but I messed up a lot on the writing. Halloween's one of my best ones.
Okay, I can read it.
So, farting robot.
Well, I thought I was reading Halloween.
I know, but you said you wanted to read farting robot.
But you said that Halloween was better.
Yeah, but
I got time to probably read both. Where am I at? All right, Halloween. By Penelope. I'm not gonna say her last name. Whoa, here comes Jack. What's up? I'm gonna read one of Penny's stories because we're done with the creepy pasta one. Maybe this could be a future creepy pasta. Halloween by Penelope. Once upon a time, there may be some times I need you to
like read it. Yeah.
Tell me what a word is, because your writing is kind of. It's better than my writing.
It's no. The only reason it's bad is because I rush on it.
Yeah, don't rush. Take your time.
Well, like, I just write it fast. Like, I don't think about it. I just, like, write it.
Okay. Here we go. Halloween by Penelope. Once upon a time, there was a lovely family that was very happy. They had anything they could ask for. Their mom, Kathleen, was a doctor that worked as a neonatal.
A what?
A what is it? It worked as a.
I don't even know.
That looks like neonatal.
Is that a G?
I don't know.
Wait.
Who's to say? Worked as a Heg Hadel at the hospital.
It's what Jude wants to do.
Okay. Okay. Their dad, Kevin, was a lawyer, so they were pretty wealthy. Kathleen and Kevin's children, Millie and Billy, were nice, well-raised children. Millie was 13 and Billy was 16. Hey, that's just like the creepypasta we just read. Em and Annie were 13, 16. Anyway, moving on.
This is my room.
Looks like that temp's dropping pretty good. But they never really fought with each other. They actually were really close, believe it or not. One day they were talking about what neighborhood
This is
they
so
would
weird for me.
go.
Like, now it just sounds like weird. Like, this story sounds like not.
Well, Penny, you're breaking the immersion.
I'm sorry.
One day they were talking about what neighborhood they would go trick-or-treating on. They decided on
Monsterville.
Monsterville. What if we go to Switzerville instead? Billy asked. No, because Monsterville has more houses, which means more candy. Don't you want more candy? Millie asked, trying to bribe him into it. Okay, fine, Monsterville. Billy replied, looking away to itch his head. Millie smirked and laughed out. You got lice or something? She teased. Billy jerked his head back around to face Millie. He looked like he was going to explode. How dare you! Don't talk about my hair. You know that. Billy said, standing up from his chair at the dining table. Millie's face fell into a smirk. Catch me if you can, she said, jumping out of her seat and sprinting outside. Billy followed her quickly. Millie yelped as she tripped on the rock from outside their house. She quickly sat up from the fall, looking to the night.
To the right.
Oh, okay. Looking to the right to see Billy, who was jogging up to her, then left to a really tall person that was. I'm having a hard time with this. So, Billy, who was jogging up to her, then left to a really tall person that was wearing her Halloween costume.
Yeah, this is probably one of the worst stories where I messed up on my words a lot.
It's okay. She tilted her head, a tear dripping down her cheek, and the mysterious person did too. What the? She said quietly to herself as Billy walked up to her side. You okay? He asked, looking at her bleeding leg. He then looked at her confused face. What? Billy asked. Millie just sat there, tilting her head multiple times, looking down the road. Millie? Hello? Answer me, Billy exclaimed. Millie finally looked up at him. You didn't see that? There was a whole person.
Is it what?
It says whole person.
Oh, I don't know.
There was a whole person wearing my Halloween costume.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I think you're going cuckoo because of that leg, Billy said, looking down the road and just to see nothing there. Billy threw his hand out to Millie, saying, let's get inside and get cleaned up. I think Mom is cooking dinner right now. Millie took his hand and that was bleeding too. Oh yeah, come on, Billy said, letting go of Millie's hand and looking at his own. His face twisted into disgust because there was black in it from the rock on the road. They walked to the house together, Millie limping because of her leg, her eyes red from her tears. They went inside and went upstairs to the bathroom. Millie started digging out stuff from her injuries. From her injured leg.
She started digging stuff out of her injured leg?
That's what it says.
What?
Digging stuff out. Stuff
for.
Oh. My bad. Millie started digging out stuff for her injured leg. You know, I was just joking about your hair, Millie said, breaking the silence. I know. That's why I chased you, Billy said humorously. Okay, kid, because I wouldn't do that. Just so you know, Millie said back while wrapping a bandage around the now scarring leg. At least you got a big scar, but I don't... Oh, I think this is Billy talking. But I don't know how it's scarring already. Oh, okay, so it's already healing. So she's like Wolverine. Alright. I don't know how it's scarring already, Billy said, washing the blood away from his hand. I don't know, it's weird, but let's go eat. I'm hungry. These might be future animations.
I tried to, make weird lines. That's why, somewhere back in those pages it was weird, funny.
I need to go to the bathroom again.
Alright, buddy.
I just went 5 minutes ago.
Ah. Oh, you little yawn. Oh. I'm not yawning. You can call me Yanni Gogolak.
What the heck?
Sir.
The thing where you flush it and the loud noise stops and the noise from the toilet is still going.
Because it's haunted. That's okay.
That's it.
Well, just raise the handle back up. I'll look at it in a little bit. Okay, here we go. I'm hungry. And Millie said, standing up from the ground. Billy smiled, seeing his sister back to normal as they walked downstairs.
Well, she was like...
Just because she was freaking out?
Yeah.
Their mom was serving food and dishes on the dining table. What have y'all been up to? Kathleen asked, looking up from the plates in her hand. On the plate was really cheesy lasagna, mashed potatoes, and green beans. It smelled lovely. Just cleaning my leg from a fall outside, Millie said, pointing to her leg. Kathleen set the plates down, looking at Millie's bandaged leg and gasped. Oh, what happened? Did y'all clean it? Kathleen rushed, walking over to Billy and Millie, looking back and forth between them. Yes, Mom, what is that, Millie? Yes, Mom, I cleaned it. I'm okay.
Sorry.
Thanks, though, Millie said, going to the table to sneak a bite.
Thanks, though.
Billy looked at his mom, saying awkwardly, dinner smells good? Sticking his thumbs up.
5 points!
Oh, it pooped in the sink. And it put the soap in the poop.
No, I put all the...
Oh.
I put, like, lotion.
Is that 3 evidence?
Yeah.
Yeah, Penny!
Did you say penny or pea?
Penny.
Oh, I thought you said, yeah, pea.
Streak
Alright.
it too.
The seat's haunted.
Yeah, I told you. He went around his mom to sit at the table. Okay, I wasn't going to do anything, but go right ahead, ignore me. Oh, that's Kathleen. Let me say this again. Okay. I wasn't going to do anything, but go right ahead, ignore me. Kathleen said. No, who is this? No, Mom, I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sorry.
Mom.
I didn't know you needed to say something.
I
Billy
got a
said,
crucifix.
getting worried. Chill, Billy. Mom isn't. Wait, who said that? Mom. Oh, it's Millie. Chill, Billy. Mom isn't going to do anything. Millie said, sitting across from Billy. Kathleen walked by Billy, saying, "You act like you're abused, son. It's fine. I was just joking." She walked back into the kitchen. Suddenly, the front door opened, and Kevin stepped inside.
I got a crucifix and my knees.
Nice. Hey, guys.
Go in my chair.
Oh, it smells delicious. What's for dinner? He asked, sniffing the air.
Sniffing the air.
What's for dinner? You'll see it when you sit down, silly goose.
What?
Kathleen yelled from the kitchen.
Wait, was that actually there?
No.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Hi,
I
Dad.
didn't write
Look
that.
at this, Millie said, pointing at her leg again. Awesome, Kevin said, nodding his head. They all sat at the dining table as a family to eat dinner. So where are y'all gonna go tomorrow for trick-or-treating? Kevin asked, putting his fork down on his plate.
Dang it, it's cold.
Monsterville. Okay, you're really rushing it now. This writing. I'm so excited to scare... Wait, who's this? This is Millie. I'm so excited to scare people with my costume, Millie exclaimed. Isn't it a clown or something like... Isn't it a clown or something like that? Kathleen asked. Shivering?
Daddy,
Yep.
can I turn the light on?
Yeah. What light?
I like the kitchen.
Yeah.
Is it raining?
It's probably blipping. She scarfed down her food.
Who?
Wait.
Billy?
I'm lost. Oh, well, wait a minute.
No. I'm leaving.
I'll show y'all after dinner, Millie answered. She scarfed down her food, went upstairs, got dressed, and came back down looking terrifying. She had a rainbow and poofy wig on. Her outfit was white with colorful dots all over it. The ends of the sleeves were poofed up, and the collar was like ripples curling up her neck. She had a fake nose on her face, it sticking out with its redness. Her shoes were red and at least 3 inches bigger than her own. And in her right I'm having a hard time. And in her right gloved hand was a yellow balloon. Her face was accompanied with a smile as she walked to the table. Oh, wow, Kathleen said. Kevin jumped back a little bit because he actually had a fear of clowns. I think my costume's better, Billy finally spoke up with a smirk. Of course you do. It's yours. You're obviously going to think that... Oh, that's Millie. Dang it. I thought I was guessing right. Of course you do. It's yours. You're obviously going to think that, Millie replied, her smile still on her face. What are you supposed to be again? Kevin asked Billy. Billy looked at Kevin and said, Jack Skellington. He got up from his chair and took his plate to the kitchen. Wow, you think that's better than a clown? Wow, Millie said, also taking her plate to the kitchen. They both walked upstairs while Kevin and Kathleen cleaned up. I call shower first, Millie called from her room. Okay, I wasn't going to take one anyway, Millie called back. Disgusting, Millie said under her breath. Oh, disgusting, Millie said under her breath. Millie took a shower while Billy played his video games in his gaming room. Wow, he's got a gaming room? Sweet. Oh yeah, it's a lawyer and a doctor. That's right. Millie walked into Billy's gaming room after she finished her shower to tell him that he needs to take a shower. Wait, what? That's disgusting. You haven't taken a shower in the 5 days. She exclaimed. What? Fine, I'll go, he said, putting his headset down. As Billy took a shower, Millie was sitting on her bed reading her book. She looked up from her book to the window where she saw what she had seen earlier. The tall person in costume holding her balloon. She quickly got out of her bed, looking at the clown in the eyes. What do you want? She exclaimed as she opened the window. It walked a little closer to the house and yelled in a very similar voice to her own. Your parents. Millie shut the curtains tight and ran downstairs. Mom, lock all the doors and windows, she said, running to the front door to lock it. Why? What happened? Kathleen worryingly asked. Millie ignored her, running to the back door. Millie, say something. What's wrong? Now Kathleen was serious. Millie walked up to her mom and whispered, There's a guy outside in my costume. I saw him when I fell earlier, and I just saw him while reading. I asked him what he wanted, and in my voice he said, Your parents. And I'm like freaking out. And Millie looked up at her mom to see her reaction, but she was looking at Kevin, both of them laughing. What is so funny? Is this some stupid prank? Millie exclaimed, now crying. No, honey, it's just we think you're just tired and you're hallucinating, Kathleen said calmly. Wow, these parents suck. I can't believe y'all. Y'all won't be laughing when something happens to one of us, Millie said, running back upstairs to her room, making sure she didn't slam the door. Well, that's nice. She turned around and found a yellow balloon right in her face. There was a sudden gust of wind coming from her window. She looked in that direction and realized she hadn't closed her window earlier. She just closed the curtain. She ran to the window and slammed it shut. She turned back around and got a pair of scissors from her desk to pop the balloon and flopped on her bed crying. Billy suddenly barged in the room, saying, Look who's back. Millie turned around to see her brother doing jazz hands in the air. Get out, you freak, Millie said, trying not to take her anger out on her brother, but failing. Okay, I was just reminding you that tomorrow's Halloween, so go to sleep early tonight. Jeez, Billy said, leaving her room and closing the door. She turned in her bed to look at the window, falling asleep as she started crying again. The next day, which is now Halloween, Millie walked downstairs just to see her mom taking pictures of Billy in his costume. His face was white and he was wearing a suit that was striped black and white. He had a big bow on his chest and his lips looked stretched from his black face paint. She looked at her mom, smiling as she took the pictures with her phone. What's happening? Why are you in your costume? Why haven't we haven't been? Oh my God. We haven't even eaten breakfast, Millie said, coming to the bottom of the stairs. Billy looked at her with a weird face. You haven't eaten breakfast or lunch. You slept through the whole day, dum-dum, he said.
Did he say that?
No. He said. Kathleen looked at Millie, too. Wait, was that supposed to be Billy? Yeah.
Where are you?
That was Billy.
This is probably a weird face.
Is that your Riz face?
My weird face.
Alright.
I do that to Jude sometimes.
Nice.
Um,
Millie shoved past them to the kitchen to get at least a snack. She looked to the pantry and saw her dad running fingers over each shelf. He was obviously looking for his favorite snack, and which is Little Debbie brownies. And Millie
What?
knew where it was. She stood on her tippy
wait,
toes.
did I actually write that?
No.
Oh.
She stood on her tippy toes and reached for the goldfish on the top shelf. She handed them to Kevin, and he said, "Oh, thank you." and ran off. Wow, Kevin's like a idiot. Is he the doctor or the lawyer?
He's a lawyer.
Can't remember. Yeah, he's a dumb. All right. Well, thanks. Takes goldfish and ran away. I got a case to study. She was also looking for her favorite snack, but she actually knew where it was. She reached toward the back of the middle shelf, grabbed her pretzels, and went back to her room.
Don't throw things at me.
She ate her snack as she put her costume on and did her makeup. I'm ready, she exclaimed, coming down the stairs. Come here, I need a picture. I don't care how mad you are. I am taking a picture, Kathleen said, taking her phone back out. Millie fake smiled to get the pictures over with, grabbed her candy bucket, and got in the back seat of the car. Billy tried sitting back there too, but she said not to. They arrived at Monsterville, and Billy asked, You know, I could have driven here. He looked at Kathleen and Kevin, waiting for one of them to reply. Son, just be grateful, Kevin said. Yes, sir, Billy said. Y'all be safe. We are going to park right here, so at 10:30, come back to the car. Understood? Kathleen asked, looking back and forth between Millie and Billy. Yes, ma'am, they both said in unison. It says unison.
Sorry.
No, it's cool.
Oh, is it rushing?
As Kevin parked the car, Millie and Billy ran up to the first house.
Unison.
It had a huge blow-up spider in its yard and fake cobwebs covering the front door. Billy rang the doorbell, and a man dressed as a vampire answered the door. They got candy and went to the next house. On the street, what? Hold on. Jack. They got candy and went to the next house on the street. They did this for about 30 minutes until they reached the end of the street. We need to go to the next road in a second. One more house, then we'll go right to the Halloween road, Millie told her brother. Billy didn't say anything and kept walking to the last house. He rang the doorbell, but it sounded funky. An old woman answered the door, gave them gummies, and slammed the door in their face before they could say trick or treat. Don't eat those, Millie whispered while they walked to the right, onto the next street. Billy threw the gummies on the ground. I wasn't going to anyways. They walked to a black house that had vines all over it, and it was falling apart. Millie and Billy thought it was just Halloween decorations, so they walked up to the door. It didn't have a doorbell. It must have been old. Billy knocked on the door 3 times, but no one answered. And suddenly the door opened, but no one was standing in the doorway. Trick or treat, Billy exclaimed loudly. Millie elbowed him in the shoulder. Stop! There's no one there. Let's go to the next house. It's as simple as that, she whispered. They both turned around, Billy holding his shoulder. Did you win? You got it?
Salt.
Good salt. Here, let me add that to your...
I also have a crucifix. Do that.
Wow.
Tier 1 crucifix. Nah. Unless you want it, we can...
No.
But I don't have to buy it. It should already be... Let there be salt.
Anyway. Go.
What else? We'll do it. There you go.
Almost done with this stream.
Probably around 9 o'clock.
No.
I'm gonna try to squeeze it in the farting robot before we get off.
Cause I just want to spend some time.
You want to spend some time?
Is
You
this
are.
my... I got a camera.
Are you not spending time with us right now? What's up? What's up? I don't understand.
Camera.
Listen to Penny's stories. It sounded so sad.
What?
I just want to spend time with y'all. Like we don't spend time together. Alright, here we go. Or did you want me to read something else other than the farting robot after this?
Oh no, you can read whatever you want. Not the music box.
I mean, to be honest, these are just as good as... I know we titled it Reading Creepypastas. These are just as good as a lot of those.
Creepy pastas?
Yeah, that's what this website is that I read.
Oh.
It's a compliment. Alright. They were on the path with dead bushes surrounding them when out of nowhere someone came up behind Millie and covered her mouth with a rag. They quickly ran back into the black house. Wait, what? Covered Millie's mouth with a rag? Behind Millie and covered, yeah. They quickly ran, so they got away. They quickly ran back into the black house with Millie in their arms. Oh, what?
No, the people who put a rag over Millie.
Got Millie? They got her?
Yeah.
Billy banged on the door as hard as he could, but it wouldn't budge. He quickly ran for the car on the street they were just on. On his way, he was screaming, "Mom! Dad! Millie got kidnapped!" He reached the car and his mom rolled down the window to speak with him. "Y'all are done already? Where's Millie?" she asked, clearly clueless. Billy was panting hard, but he managed to get the words out. "That's what I'm trying to say. Millie got kidnapped." Kevin looked unbothered. In fact, it looked like he was holding in laughter, and then both his parents burst into hard laughter. Billy went stiff. His parents didn't believe him. "I'm not joking. There was a creepy house on the other road. The door opened by itself. No one was there, so we were leaving, and something grabbed her. If you think I'm joking about something so serious, then just wow!" Billy exclaimed, fast walking away. "I'm going to save Millie without y'all's help." His parents immediately jumped out the car, suddenly seeming worried. "Take us to the house then, Billy," his mom told him. Billy led his parents to the black house, waiting for one of them to do something. I don't know who sang this. It doesn't matter. Sorry. Well, are we gonna go inside to find her, or are we just gonna sit here and wait until the kidnapper brings Millie out here like a gift? He screamed. "Don't talk to me like that again." His mother screeched. His mother screeched. "What the?" Billy said, confused by the voice change of his mother. "Oh, okay. I need to redo this." "Don't touch me like that again." His mother screeched. "What the?" Billy said, confused by the voice change of his mother. Suddenly, both of his parents' eyes turned black, and he got pushed into the now open door by the two sets of hands. It was dark inside, but there were many sounds, and Billy could hear all of them. He heard Millie groaning in the back, and he could hear somebody sharpening a knife. Then there was the sound of someone banging the wall with some sort of tool, but Billy couldn't tell. And finally he heard a chainsaw. It was so loud it felt like it was within 5 feet of him. He turned around, trying to get used to the darkness. "Mom, Dad," Billy yelled. "These aren't your parents anymore, Billy. These are my minions," came a voice from where Millie was crying. And then it all stopped. The chainsaw, the banging, the sharpening, and even Millie stopped yelling out. "I got your parents, but now I want you and your perfect little sister," the voice yelled. "No," Billy said. That sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, get down," Billy said finally, being able to see two silhouettes standing in front of him. There was a knife in one of the person's hands, holding it in the air, until suddenly they swooped it down to the other person's neck. They were both wearing a poofy wig, a rippled collar on their necks, and poof sleeves. Billy recognized this as
real?
Millie's Halloween costume.
No joke.
He could tell which silhouette was Millie due to her shortness. All of a sudden, there were
But it
bright
might
lights
scare you.
blinding Billy. Because my acting is so good. "Ah!" he howled as there was suddenly an arm around his neck, along with a chainsaw in front of his chest. He recognized that hand on his neck, the newly done nails dripping with blood. "Mom?" Billy asked as he slowly tried to turn around. He saw his mom's hair first, then her face. But the thing is,
Jack, cover your ears.
there was barely anything left of her face. It looked like she had been scratching it with her own hands. That's why nails were bloody. Oh my gosh! Mom, call an ambulance. Somebody call an ambulance. Billy screamed at the top of his lungs, but his mom just turned his head back around with a smile. He saw Millie's neck turning red with liquid as the knife was going deeper. Jeez, Penny! Deeper in her neck.
Get out.
Billy could hear her yelps underneath the rag that was in her mouth. Millie, he exclaimed,
Penny.
please, I don't know what's
don't
happening.
listen to it.
Please leave Millie alone. You've got to be stupid. Oh my gosh, why are you so stupid? Such smart parents, yet their son doesn't know anything. I've been stuck. Oh, this is the bad guy.
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh my god.
Jack, get out.
You've got to be stupid. Oh my gosh, why are you so such smart parents?
Where
yet
are
their
you?
son doesn't know anything. I've been stalking your sister the whole time. I'm the one who made sure her legs snapped really quickly like Wolverine, so I could make sure I made it even deeper. The voice said, pointing to Millie's leg, which just now Billy saw another knife in the place of her scar.
Jack, look.
Her pants stained a dark
It
red.
gets severe.
Why are you doing this? Billy yelled into
Jack,
this.
stop. Go watch your show or something.
Go watch your show, bud. Penelope is warped in the head. Just like father. Alright. Billy yelled under the strain of his mother's strong grip of his neck, even though she was still carrying a chainsaw in her hand. You've got to be kidding me. Wait, no, the voice. So, what? Who is this? This is the bad guy?
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding me, mumbled the voice, because I want to, you idiot. Kathleen tightened her grasp on Billy, almost choking him to death. Why my family? He asked through pauses. Because y'all are so happy, and it makes me happy to watch happy people die. The voice getting raspier by the second. Why? He shrieked through gritted teeth. Because I'm an evil spirit. A really evil spirit. Ugh.
Can you only do 2?
You ask way too many questions for my liking, so I'll just get this over with. Don't close your eyes or I will just show you again, and I'll make sure your eyes are open then. The aggravated voice screeched. What?
Is there only 2 in the salt?
Yeah, per salt container. Dang it. Abruptly, he pushed the knife all the way back through Millie's neck to the point he cut himself.
Ah!
Billy was too...
Ah! Sorry,
What?
it was a venting.
Oh. Billy was too shocked. He couldn't even speak, and then somebody came around the corner and grabbed Millie's headless... Can you cut her head off? Jeez. Okay. And this is not a happy ending. And then somebody came around the corner and grabbed Millie's headless body to pull her back into the darkness. He came back to get her head when Billy recognized the person. Dad? Billy faintly said. Kevin quickly turned around to face his son, but his mouth was sewn shut, so he couldn't talk. He picked up the bloody head off of the concrete and ran out.
I'm leaving. Please let me out. Please let me out.
Goodbye, Billy. So much for trying to be a hero. Billy heard the voice in his ear. He could smell onions from the breath and could feel the burning hot air on his face. And then he felt it, the blades of the saw going in his neck. It was slow at first, but was getting... What?
It was a phantom because I took a picture of the footprints and there was nothing there.
What? Wait. Slow down. Look at your pictures.
But, I don't know. I just thought it was him.
Yeah, that's not...
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
So you got the 3 evidence?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure. Does that work that way?
What?
I don't think that works that way with Phantom in the picture. So if you take a picture of the ghost itself, like in an event or...
Yeah, but I took a picture right after it went through it, and it like wasn't there.
The footprints weren't there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe that is a thing, and I just didn't realize. That's cool. All right, I'm at the end of this. I guess everybody's gonna die. Billy heard the voice. He could smell onions from the breath and could feel the burning hot air on his face. And then he felt it, the blades of the saw going in his neck. It was slow at first, but it was getting faster. Every time Billy screamed or groaned from pain, his vision turned blurry, and then his world went pitch black. The end. Jeez, Penny. Everybody died. That's good, though. I don't know if I can, I don't know. I'm thinking about animating some of your stories. I might have to make some changes. No, I like negative endings. There's nothing wrong with that. Very bittersweet. Alright. What do you want me to read?
Whatever you want.
See, I got about 20 minutes. What do y'all think of Penny's story? You like it? I'm probably butchering it with my acting. Hopefully the sound has been okay. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick, and I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna read The Farting Robot, another short story by Penelope Jade. This one's called The Homeless Man. Is that one good?
Yeah. Wait, not. I don't know. Not my best.
Bad Dream. The Farting Robot. Okay, it's ready. Come on.
Better not be in the basement. Hello? Stop!
Alright, here we go. You ready for this?
Sure.
Alright. This will be the last story of the night. The Farting Robot by Penelope Jade. Once upon a time, there was a woman that had twins. They were both girls, and their names were Caitlin and Anne. The girls were 13, about to turn 14 in 1 month. But the woman was actually keeping a secret from her daughters. One time, the family was having a movie night. They were watching Cinderella, live action. The movie ended at 11:43. So it was the girls' bedtime, past their bedtime actually. It was a Sunday, so tomorrow was Monday. The girls were going to their room, but they heard something from the couch behind them. They turned around at the same time, but saw nothing. They thought it was nothing, so they started off to their rooms. "Good night," Anne said. "See you tomorrow," replied Caitlin. The girls walked inside their rooms and closed the doors. "That was weird," Anne whispered to herself on her bed. She quickly climbed under her blankets and turned off her lamp. She could hear the toilet flush from the bathroom that was across the hall. She heard the door across from her room close. Caitlin had gotten up to use the bathroom. She started falling asleep, but got woken up. She had heard heavy boots thumping against the wood floor. Eventually...
Is this my room? I've never had this room. Thought I
Yeah,
had
looks
breath.
like that temp's dropping pretty good.
Ghost orbs. Yeah.
What is he making something in there?
I don't know.
Jack, what are you doing, bud?
Nothing.
Oh, that's the dry. I thought he was making popcorn. It's the dryer. Alright. Alright. She had heard heavy boots thumping against the wood floor. Eventually, she went to sleep, but Caitlin could not. She couldn't stop thinking about that sound that came from the couch. "Ugh," she said. "Why can't I go to sleep?" she yelled. Her mom rushed in the room and asked, "What's wrong?" She had puffy bags under her eyes. "I
Oh
can't."
no, I'm dead.
Oh. Dang. Vicious little devil. What on earth? Alright. Her mom rushed in the room and asked, "What's wrong?" She had puffy bags under her eyes. "I can't go to sleep," she replied. Her mom asked, "Why is that?" "Well,
Hey,
when
but I was
me
standing still.
and... you moved.
But I was standing by the door and I was standing still.
I don't know. I didn't see. Foremost might not be working 100%. Never know, this game. Well, when me and Ann were going to our rooms, we heard a noise from the couch. Boom! Caitlin and her mom both gasped. So, wait, what is that? Boom?
What?
Okay. Something very loud crashed somewhere. Boom! Caitlin and her mom both gasped so hard they couldn't breathe. "What was that?" Mom asked harshly. How should I know?" Caitlin asked with an attitude. Never talk to me like that. That ever again, Missy. I can't help it. Something outside just made a really loud noise, so I'm sorry. Her mom just turned back to the door and didn't say anything further. "Mom, why aren't you..." What? I don't know what this is. Oh. Caitlin started laughing. "Mom, that's disgusting." "Honey, that wasn't me. You stay here and I'll go get your sister, okay?" Caitlin got very confused. "Okay." Her mom then got up and closed the door behind her and went to get Anne. A strange noise came from the hallway. "What was that?" Caitlin gasped. Something came from the hallway again. Caitlin uncovered her blankets, opened the door, and went to her sister's, Annie's room, to see where her mom was. When she entered, her sister and her mom were both lying on the floor, unconscious. "Mom? Anne?" Caitlin said worriedly. "It's all right. They won't wake up soon," somebody said robotically behind Caitlin. Caitlin turned around very, very slowly. She saw a person, but it didn't really look like a person, just standing there. Hello?" Caitlin quivered. That's when she realized that the person had swirls spinning in his big eyes. You aren't human, are you? You are correct, the voice said. Then what are you? Caitlin asked curiously. People call me the farting robot, it replied. So you're a robot? Caitlin asked with a giggle. Yes, the farting robot said impatiently. What? Why do you have an attitude? Why aren't you lying on the floor like your mom and sister? The robot said madly. I don't... Wait. How do you know that's my sister? She asked with a raised eyebrow.
She asked with a raised eyebrow.
What do you mean? Your mom hasn't told you yet? The farting robot asked with a weird face. Told me what? Aw, come on. The robot's eyes stopped spinning, and the swirls went away. Please just tell me. I want to know what you did to them. Caitlin yelled with a stern voice. The robot just laughed hysterically. Oh, you sick little girl. Your family is fine. They're just under my control. They're still alive, the robot said. You didn't answer my other question, she said with clenched teeth. Oh, yes. I'm just going to tell you straight. So, well, I am your father. The farting robot explained. Caitlin looked at him like he was the most craziest thing she had ever seen and heard in her life. You're my dad? No, you can't be. That's crazy. You're wrong, Caitlin, the robot said. I am your father. I believe it. Believe it or not, he said sarcastically. But how? She asked. You're a robot. How are you supposed to make a baby? She finished. Jeez. I used to be normal, a normal handsome man, but then I don't know what, but a frog cursed me, the robot explained. What? Caitlin laughed at the thought. Isn't the person supposed to curse the frog?
Yeah.
Stop interrupting me, the farting robot yelled. Okay, I'm sorry, Keep going, replied Caitlin. The robot gave her a dirty look, but he started his story. So, me and your mother married before she got pregnant with you and your sister, and not that long after she had y'all, the frog cursed me. I was taking a walk by myself when suddenly I saw an outstanding frog by the pond I went to. I tried to catch it, but it kept teleporting. Then he said to me, "You'll never catch me. Just stop trying." But I did not listen, and that's when it happened. Poof! I fell to the ground. When I got up, I looked at my legs and my arms, and it was metal. I was really dizzy. Why are you smiling so hard? The farting robot asked suspiciously. Oh, nothing, Caitlin replied. Okay, anyways, I went back to the house, and I started... The robot farted. Well, I guess you should just give up now. There's no going back. Wait, is that the robot?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Well, I guess you should give up now. There's no going back. Caitlin,
What is it?
cover your mouth and nose. Wait, I'm confused. Cover your mouth and nose now. Caitlin could hear her mom. Oh. Even though it was foggy from the farting robot's big fart, Caitlin did as her mom ordered, and she didn't fall to the ground and go unconscious like her mom and sister. Who's saying this? Oh, okay. Don't touch, bother, or harm my family ever again, the twins' mom yelled at the robot, and she then pulled out her big muscles and tore every one of his limbs off. The farting robot shrieked in pain. Ah, no, why? That's what you get, sucker! And yelled to the robot. Isn't that her father? The girl's mom then dragged every piece and bolt of the farting robot out of the house and then into the dumpster. She got back inside, and the three ladies shared a big hug of thankfulness.
Jack, can you Stop.
Wait. How did y'all
Wait.
get out from his control?
Wait.
Asked Caitlin. Well, you must have done something, Mom said. Yes, I think I did too. I was talking to him, then his eyes stopped spinning, and the swirls in his eyes disappeared.
Where
Caitlin
are you?
explained. Well, I'm just glad we're all okay. That's all that matters, Mom said. The end.
Wow, that was a long story. And a very violent one.
It was not very
This
violent.
one was not violent. The robot got torn apart. That was the worst part.
The chainsaw, the knife.
I mean, they did
That was
murder the
violent?
father.
No, that was a different story, Jack.
Yeah. Very good story. That's 3 stories. Now we gotta end this with a victory. I just locked myself out of your diary.
The young individual.
Do you know the code?
1, 2, 3.
Oh. Ah. There you go.
Oh, buddy.
Bubba, get off our chairs, dude. What's up?
Hey, man.
We just finished the 3rd story.
Ball.
That was the 3rd and final story. Now we need to end with a victory.
Stop.
This is going to conclude the first episode of Creepypastas and Hunting Ghosts. It's been
What are
fun.
creeping pastas? Like pastas that hunt you?
It's stories online. Scary stories.
It doesn't sound scary.
No. Sounds tasty.
Oh my god.
I mean, that first one wasn't very scary. I think the second story, the one that Penny wrote, was scarier. It
The
was
one
a
with the
family
chainsaw?
being absolutely massacred.
With the mom and dad with the
Yes.
black eyes?
Yes. The first story was more sad than anything. Have you gotten any evidence?
Spirit box.
Oh, okay.
Gregory.
Where's
Bubba.
June?
Shit, I gotta pick her up in a little bit.
Where'd she
That's why
go?
we're wrapping this one up
Where'd
here
she
shortly. But I'll talk about that in a little bit. Okay.
go? Mm.
We don't share our personal life stuff on live shows.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying. So if you ever know that we're recording a show, you don't come and talk about the personal stuff. You don't say.
Is that blood in this?
Turn the shower off.
It
that
wants to
blood in
get
the
clean.
sink?
Now it's going to be upset. It pooped in the sink.
Yeah, I got a picture of it.
Mm-hmm. Pooped. You should grab some salt.
Yeah.
Salty eggs and multi. I think the thing is bald because it's when you go to heaven or the other place that I don't want to go. It's
Yeah.
bald.
It said on. I think it said on. Don't cry.
The spirit box?
Yeah. Who just opened the door?
But I
Wait for the salt.
went.
No UV?
I really want to explore that place to see what it looks like, but then right away
Explore
I'm
what
coming
place?
back. I don't want to say it.
No, Jack, come on. Talking about exploring hell.
Oh.
No, you don't want to go there at all, not even to explore. Okay? But we're not going to talk about that. Okay?
Well, I definitely don't.
Okay, hey, what did I say? We're at the end of the stream. Don't make me crash out right here.
That's fine.
There's only 3 minutes. It just stepped in it.
That was a weird picture you took.
What?
So you had EMF 5?
I think. Well, now I don't know if I got 5.
Well, it wouldn't have said that in the picture.
Did
Well,
that
I'm pretty
person
sure I
get
got it.
in?
I would turn the light on. Your sanity is draining very quick.
I
Oh, it's
can't.
broken? Well, step out of the room then.
I'm pretty sure it was 5. It was going crazy too.
Man, I don't know. The only thing, you can get a sound recording of EMF 5, but not it doesn't show up in the picture, just EMF. It'll just say EMF reading.
Ah!
Throw in toilet paper!
I think he did poop in the sink if he's
He
grabbing
did, he's grabbing toilet paper.
I'm gonna go with twins and see if it's right.
Twins. Wait, it was throwing a lot of stuff.
Well, if you got EMF 5, yeah, you shouldn't have twins crossed off.
Freezing temp. I almost got freezing temp, so.
You think so? Alright.
But there's only
Has it
one.
been throwing 2 things at one time?
Nope.
Well, your sanity's at like 50, so unless you take the crucifixes in there.
I'm just going with it.
Okay. Cross your fingers, cross your toes.
Cross your eyes.
Cross your eyes. I can't do that.
Cross your legs. You can do that. If it's right.
Oh!
What? Sensor.
$200.
Isn't that one where that girl started laughing and they didn't? It's 9 o'clock.
Got to level 10. That's not bad. I'm about to go. GG's, everybody. That concludes the first episode of hunting ghosts and reading creepypastas. Hopefully there's more to come. I don't have too many Penny stories to read. She needs to write more.
Woo, JJ.
Probably rather read those than the creepypastas.
Woo, JJ.
They're more endearing. Alright, everybody.
My
Love you.
first
Like,
few
subscribe,
stories are
all that good stuff. I'd greatly appreciate it.
Make sure you watch all our videos.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Love ya.